In today's video, we build the ultimate mini jet boat. This is gonna be our body, a kid's Corvette bed, and this is what we're using to power it. The cheapest jet ski on Facebook Marketplace. So first, we need to get the engine running so we can pull the engine and jet pump out of this and use it to power our mini Corvette jet boat. I'm so excited for this. Let's get this thing running. Without wasting any time, let's tear into the jet ski and figure out why this thing does not run. First off, we got to get this exhaust out. This is insane. There's a literal rat's nest inside of the exhaust. That is crazy. The Facebook Marketplace listing for this said it runs great, just needs a little exhaust weld. So I drove 6 hours to pick this thing up, found out the jet ski does not run, and the rat's nest inside of the exhaust is hilarious. Facebook Marketplace strikes again. I've been swindled. Judging by the rat's nest, it's clear this jet ski needs a whole lot more than a simple exhaust weld. First, let's have a look at the carbs. Yikes. Those are dirty, but nothing a bit of compressed air can't fix. I popped those back into place, and now it's time for the ignition. Whoa! The ignition is completely smoked, and judging by the rust, it looks like this jet ski maybe spent some time at the bottom of the lake. And luckily, I found a new ignition for 10 bucks. So now there's only one more thing to do. Hopefully. This jet ski has definitely been sitting for a very long time. So, we're gonna get rid of all the old gas with this device. These things are sweet. So after cleaning the carbs, replacing the ignition, and going through the entire fuel system, let's see if this puppy's gonna fire up. That's awesome. It started right up. Okay, let's take this thing to the lake and make sure everything else works. Forgot to put the drain plug in. Oh my goodness!
I was wondering if that water was supposed to be there.
It's not supposed to be there.
Number one rule before putting the boat in the water.
Let's see what we're working with. Oh yeah, we got a ripper. This thing's a monster. This thing's sick.
It looks fun.
It probably does 50, maybe 60 miles an hour. The jet ski worked amazing. So the next step is with this jet ski, so the top is one part and the bottom is the second part, and they're glued together on this seam. So the idea is we're gonna hoist up the top of the jet ski and split the hole with the engine and the bottom of the jet ski just being left for the bottom of the Corvette. It'll make more sense once we get this thing split apart. To split the jet ski, first I have to drill out all of the aluminum rivets so we can remove the bumpers. If this doesn't work, we'll just have to get a bigger chainsaw. The chainsaw was a good idea, but terrible. Whoa, you see that? Hull is split apart. Now we need to disconnect everything from the upper part of the hull, so we're just left with the bottom. Arthur, I may have to have you do this. I'm too short. Nice. I like a kid at the grocery store, reaching for the Snickers. This is so cool. I've been wanting to build a mini jet boat since I was a baby. Since I even knew what a jet boat was. And I had a Corvette bed as a kid. So this is perfect. Ta-da! This jet ski is so cool because this is one of the lightest, most powerful two-strokes Sea-Doo made. It's an 800cc two-stroke, over 100 horsepower, and look how small it is. It's tiny. So the power to weight ratio is great. The other thing that makes this platform so amazing for what we're doing is the jet pump back here. So this is the jet pump nozzle, and the water comes rushing out of that. And this jet pump is totally adjustable up and down with just a button. So it has variable trim from a button, which for the car and for going up rivers and for hitting jumps in the water, logs, rocks, is what we need. Now that the jet ski's off and we're just left with the engine and hull, let's mock up the car and see how everything fits. This thing is perfect. This is so perfect. This is gonna be insane. It's like the bed and jet ski were made for each other. So now I need to build out this bed like it's a car. So it needs to have a frame, a place to mount steering wheel, gauges, all that good stuff. Most importantly, we need a strong base. So I'm using 4 aluminum bars all welded together to create a rectangle. Pretty simple. Next, the Vette needs a dash, and the easiest way to do that is a basic A-pillar. 3 aluminum bars welded together and a couple supports in case I crash it. Sweet, now that we have a dash, it's time for the steering. First, we need a place to weld the steering column. Now that we have that, let's head to the lathe and make a steering column. Pretty simple, just a chunk of aluminum hollowed out. I need the steering to be strong, so let's weld our new aluminum piece into place. Now that it's not going anywhere, let's test it out. Works pretty sweet, but we have no need for those handlebars, so let's cut them off and head back to the lathe to make a new steering wheel mount. The center needs to be hollow so we can run controls to our steering wheel, which will be sweet. Check that out. All that's left is to weld our new steering wheel mount. Check this puppy out. So the lower part is from the jet ski and the upper part I made. There we go. So the steering wheel will turn this, and this is hooked up to a cable that will move the jet pump left and right. Corvette body is almost done. Now we need to put it on the jet ski and mock stuff up. This is very exciting. Get up there. That is sweet. Oh my goodness. So you can imagine there's gonna be a hood, there's gonna be a windshield, the steering wheel will be right here. I'll have to mount some gauges, but wow. Hopefully it looks as cool on the camera as it does in person. This is so. Next step is pretty simple. We need to join the jet ski and the car and make them watertight. First off, I need something to bolt the car to. So I'm drilling a bunch of holes in the jet ski so we can mount hooks. Drilling holes in this jet ski is scary, but it should work. Each hook mounts with a silicone washer on the outside to prevent water from coming into the hole, and 2 nuts on the inside. Now I'm drilling holes to make room for bolts to go all the way through the car into the hooks. The car and the jet ski are now one. It's totally bolted down. I think this is gonna work amazing. So the next step is, as you guys can see, this car, it can't swim, just like me. So we need to fill the whole body with foam. And this is where I'm gonna pour the foam into, and hopefully it'll just fill it up. So when I do sink this thing, hopefully it will keep it afloat a little bit and not just sink all the way to the bottom of the lake. Maybe it'll be like the Titanic and it'll be unsinkable. Not a good joke. There's 2 parts. Part 1, part 2. You mix them together and you have 20 seconds to pour it, and then it starts expanding. Look at it go! This foam is so cool, it's a two-part polyurethane foam made specifically for boats. So it helps with flotation, but at the same time, it won't take on water like most foam. So we are totally out of the expanding foam. I've got more coming, but for now we're out. So this part of the body is full of foam completely. The rest of the body, it still needs some more mixture. So hopefully it will not sink. That's the idea at least, because it'd be so sad if the Corvette sank. This is looking pretty good. Still needs some more time to dry. So while we wait for that to dry, let's install the throttle. Well, first we need to install the steering wheel, and then we can install the throttle. We're gonna have to make some custom parts for the throttle to work. It's crazy how small this thing is. Perfect. Okay. We've got a couple different options for throttle. We could make like a lever throttle. We could have a foot pedal throttle. Or we could make a lever, like a finger throttle.
Yeah,
so we have a finger throttle. So when you're turning, you can always be on the throttle. Okay, yep, we're gonna do that. We're gonna make a throttle so our index finger can pull it. I have a really short index finger because I cut it off in a lawnmower when I was a kid. I was trying to do wheelies. It didn't get stuck in the blade, it got stuck in the chain that drives the wheels. So I have a very small index finger. The only reason that's important is we're gonna have to make a really small throttle so I can use it with my small finger. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Here's our throttle cable. That should work pretty good, but we don't have anything that threads into this that will fit into this so we can actually adjust the throttle cable, which you have to have. So I'm gonna go whip something up on the lathe. All I'm doing is drilling out an old bolt so the throttle cable can pass through the center, and then we can use the bolt to tension the throttle cable. That's sweet. So now we have a throttle. Next, we need to hook up the steering. So this is the steering. When you push it all the way in, it turns the jet pump. Super simple. Now we need to figure out how to mount this to our new steering wheel. All we need for the steering is a couple new holes and 2 nut zerts to screw bolts into. And boom, we've got steering. Now that the steering and throttle are hooked up, there's only a couple more things we have to do before we can test this puppy out, which I want to drive it so badly. So the main thing is we need to finish filling this up with foam, and I just got some more foam in. So back to pouring and mixing. This is a messy process. Oh man. I spent way too much time mixing it, and it started to expand. I didn't know what to do, so I just started pouring it in the car. All right, let's try that one again. Gee whiz. Oh no! The car is getting bulged out. I need to be way more careful with this stuff. I think if I poured a ton in one of the body panels, it probably would like split the car apart. This stuff is powerful. I really underestimated how much this foam expands. It's crazy. I was able to get about 4 gallons of this expanding foam inside the car bed, so that should be good for about 1,000 pounds of flotation. And the car weighs way less than 1,000 pounds, so it should float, which is very good because eventually I want to be able to take this thing up rivers with big rapids. Okay, now we need to do some fiberglassing. First, I need a nice place to lay the fiberglass. This foam is so fun to work with. Next, I need to get rid of all the gel coat so the new fiberglass has old fiberglass to bond to. This stuff is a little less fun to work with. That standing was a messy job, but we've got everything prepped for the fiberglass. So I'm gonna tie it into the front of the hole right here and then wrap it up. We're not going to fiberglass the hull to the actual car bed because in a later video, we need to be able to pull the car bed off of the hull and make some modifications to the hull so we'll be able to slide over rocks and like jump logs and stuff. Hey guys, Spring's here and I'm loving the warm weather, but the lawn, it takes a beating thanks to Bruce and Goose. This year, I'm turning it around with today's sponsor, GetSunday.com. Sunday is a subscription service that delivers custom lawn care products straight to your front door. They figure out exactly what your lawn needs using soil data, climate info, and even satellite images of your yard. The result? A tailored plan with simple, powerful ingredients backed by nature, like seaweed, molasses, and iron. No harsh chemicals, just ingredients you can trust. It's so easy to use with these handy nutrient packets. You just hook them up to your hose and spray. It only takes me about 15 minutes, that's it. Your yard will start looking lush and green in no time. Getting started is a breeze too. Go to getsunday.com/mattspears to get 30% off your first custom DIY lawn care plan. Living in North Idaho, where winters are long, Sunday helps my grass bounce back fast when spring finally does hit. For a lawn that wows, visit getsunday.com/mattspears for 30% off your first custom lawn plan. And let Sunday make your yard shine the natural way. Thank you so much, Sunday, for sponsoring today's video. Back to the build. Keep in mind, everyone, I have no idea what I'm doing.
It's always a good start to fiberglass work.
Neither does Andrew behind the camera.
Zero experience.
Andrew's my brother. No idea.
None. It's kind of shocking we've never had to do fiberglass work before.
Yeah, never had to.
JB Weld engine cases, check.
Yep. Radiators, check.
Check.
This is the hardener. So you mix the hardener with the epoxy, and then it makes magic. Supposedly I've got 12 minutes. So we have to work pretty quick. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh man, here goes nothing.
Technique so far looks impeccable.
Also, I know I don't have the correct tools. We're just making do with what we got. Yeah, the people on the internet, they had all these specialty tools.
We don't need those.
No. Brady, you ever done fiberglass? No? Oh. Oh, shoot.
Whoa there.
That was a mistake.
It's like maple syrup.
Oh no.
Take a bite.
Woo! This is some special stuff right here.
As it's falling apart. Whoa.
Yeah, right?
You got a leaf on the underside.
This is from the hovercraft build. Wow, it's getting so much thicker. That's crazy. It's getting too thick to work with.
The thickening. No, I think you could be a hairdresser.
Is this nice hand movement right
It's
here?
pretty nice. Yeah.
It's like mowing a lawn.
Dude,
It looks so good. I gotta get, the gloves are melting onto my hands. After waiting for the fiberglass to dry, just have to cut off the extra. Fiberglass looks sick. Check this out. Dang, that turned out a lot better than I expected. That is awesome. So that was the easy fiberglass. Now we need to do the harder fiberglass. So I need to fill this giant gap. Hopefully this goes as good as the front. Need to make some room, so I'm using my sketchy pulley system to lift the car back up. Now that the car's up, time to clean off this messy gel coat and repeat the process from the front of the jet ski. So a little bit of fiberglass, a little bit of resin, and just like that, we're ready for paint. Back is looking sweet. Filled in the gap with fiberglass, and then I put in this aluminum piece so we can bolt it to the car. Pretty simple. This worked out awesome. I think it's pretty strong. Let's look at the front. Front looks awesome. We're so close to trying this puppy out. Next, I'm gonna give the hull a quick paint job, and I want the hull to be white. So eventually, this thing can be red, white, and blue. That would be sweet. And then we'll do the seal, because I'm sure you guys are like, Matt, how the heck are you gonna get this thing so it doesn't capsize? I actually don't know if it's gonna work. I just think it might work. Okay, let's get out the paint and paint this puppy up. Check this out. Hear that? I installed a water pump. So if this thing does take on a bunch of water, I should be able to pump it out. I really do not want to sink this. After a quick paint job, it's time for the seal, which is just sticky foam. All that's left to do is attach the Corvette to the hull. I really hope this foam seal is going to work properly. It's meant for boats, but I don't know if it's meant for this use, so we'll have to see if that works. Okay, let's attach the car. Hopefully this works with the seal. The final step, lowering the car onto the 6 hooks, and for the first time, making the hole in the Corvette 1. It's go time. What? It's on there. Check this out. It looks to be a good seal. I think it's going to be pretty watertight. The idea seemed to have worked. Now we just need to go clean it up a bit at the car wash, and then let's go test this.
It looks shiny, wet.
It looks good.
It looks nice.
It looks so sweet.
Dude, it looks sick.
Yeah,
It looks awesome.
it looks better than I imagined it was gonna look.
I love how you got the Z06 model too.
Yep.
You didn't cheap out.
Nope. Dang, it looks crazy. There's no seat in it, but whatever. We're just gonna drive it anyways. The whole point of us taking it out right now, way before it's even done, is just to make sure it works.
Don't sink.
Yeah, don't not sink it, see if it floats, and just make sure it works. Dang, it's spotless in there now. I brought it to the car wash just in case I do sink. So I do sink, I didn't want there to be a bunch of garbage in the hole that would float
That was
into the
nice.
water. Hopefully we're not putting a clip of me jumping out of the boat right now.
Foreshadowing. Is that like a fisherman's life jacket?
This thing?
Yeah.
No, I used to whitewater kayak.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna become a nice whitewater kayaker. Then I got drug on my head.
Jeez.
Sold them the next day.
I'm done.
Sold both of them. I was upside down and I had a helmet on, luckily. I'm just kidding. I'm upside down in a kayak, and if any of you guys know whitewater kayaking, you're totally strapped in. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna roll out of it. But no, I'm just getting banged up my head. It's just boom,
Oh
boom
my
on rocks.
God.
And I'm underwater thinking, man, this is not for me.
Not a fun time.
I'm gonna stick to dirt bikes.
And here we are.
Full circle.
Full circle.
But yeah, what could go wrong?
Oh,
shoot. Nice. The wiring is so sketchy.
You want to show the people?
It's just, I've got all my controls right here.
Loosey goosey. I don't know if you can hear it from here, but he's literally giggling. How's it going? No, that's my little brother. Yeah. Oh yeah. Dang. Thing's pretty quick.
Holy moly!
Rumors start flying out. Matt is about to start producing.
All right, this thing is insane. I literally got air.
Dude, it rips.
It's insane.
It rips.
It's so fast. And I got air in the seat. This is the seat.
Yeah.
And the seat just went, see ya. So I'm using a tie down to kind of make it a little bit more permanent.
How's the weight bias feel?
It's perfect.
Really?
So once you get up on plane, it's like, it's perfect.
It feels like it should.
Yeah, any more forward, and it would, I think the nose would tuck in once you got,
Yeah.
once you went going fast. Once you got going fast.
Dude, the steering wheel,
Dude, it's,
Like-
you have to drive it.
you like when you rail it inside corner, the wheels are like touching the water.
Dude,
It looks so good.
It is fast.
Oh yeah, no, it's real
It
quick.
feels, I don't know if I don't know if it actually is faster or it's because you're so close to the water. It feels so much more fast than a jet ski. Like even a supercharged jet ski.
I think it's a weight reduction.
Yeah, it is a lot lighter.
It's crazy.
We don't even have that much water inside.
No, it's doing good. Did you turn off the pumps?
The pumps are off.
Okay. This thing has like no business for working as well as it looks like it's doing.
Dude, you're gonna drive it and lose your mind.
I'm losing my mind just watching it, honestly.
All right, let's try that again with a seat that hopefully won't slide up from under me.
Let's go. Yeah, when you were coming in, I was like, oh no, something wrong.
Oh yeah, it was.
You were coming in a hurry.
I was sitting on the exhaust.
Oof. Dude, you gotta give me a flyby.
A flyby?
Like, get it on plane, just... Yeah, buzz the tower. New favorite toy?
Dude, it's the favorite toy. It's the favorite build. It's so fast.
So fast.
Dude, holy cow.
Dude, give me some. Give me some.
Dude, you gotta drive it. It's psychotic.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I feel like I usually say no, but yeah.
You have to drive it.
Yeah.
I'm not even driving it full pin because if I were to drive it any harder, I'm flying out of the boat. Serious.
Are you serious?
I'm out of the boat. Yeah.
I could hear you giggling from like 200 yards away.
Dude.
I'm like, well, that's his new favorite toy for sure.
Dude. Wow, you gotta, we gotta switch. You gotta do this.
I'm down. Dude, this thing is so cool.
Dude, you're gonna have so much fun. Andrew is much taller than I am. I'm like half the size of Andrew. Are you gonna be able to fit, dude? Kind of. Wow, you really take up the whole thing, dude. He's giggling. This is my favorite build.
Dude, this thing is so fast. This thing is so gnarly. I can for sure say that's the craziest thing I've probably ever driven.
Dude, it's so cool.
It's so fast.
It's so, doesn't
It's
it?
literally yanking you off the wheel. Like,
It feels like you're gonna fly out the back of the boat.
100%.
Oh my.
That's ridiculous.
I've got to drive it again.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I want to see.
Until it runs out of gas.
Yeah, we're gonna ride this until it runs out. I want to see if I can spin it like full 360.
It feels like we've been in the amateur leagues this whole time. Like, the acceleration feel is so much faster.
I have no idea what it feels like to be an F1 driver, but I feel like an F1 driver.
God, dude. Good job.
Dude,
That's
let's go.
so
Imagine when there's a windshield, a dash, like all the buttons are just toggle switches. It'll be easy.
I think my biggest thing would just be a seat.
Like,
with the
see,
back.
it needs a
Dude, you're like death gripping the wheel
Yeah.
on throttle just to hold on.
And it needs something for your feet because it turns with so much force.
So
You need to
hard.
be able to lock your feet in.
100%. Yeah. Dude, I don't think I've had a smile painted on my face like this in such a long time.
No, dude. This is like the hovercraft, but better.
Oh, 10 times better. Not even, I mean, no offense to the hovercraft,
No offense
but
to the hovercraft. The hovercraft just makes me feel like I'm gonna get hurt. This
yeah,
doesn't feel that way.
no.
But maybe I should be a little bit more concerned
Yeah, this is kind of egging you on.
with these things.
Yeah, that's not great.
Wow, the body really loosened up. These were tight when
Oof. Oh,
Andy
well.
ride.
This thing is so cool. Probably not. He just built it. Got me.
You want to?
Yeah, I want to, dude, so bad. Just one quick lap, dude.
All right, hop in. Here, you gotta wear this. All right. Oh man, you're soaked. Okay, well, we'll leave after he gives it a try. All right. My back hurts
You took one corner.
from turning so hard.
I think this thing would win a race.
It would
I don't know
win.
what kind of race, but it would win it.
When we have this thing set up for whitewater, it's gonna be insane.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. Do you take
Do you want to take your hat or do you
your
not want
own
to
life into your hands?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
I'm responsible for nothing. Okay, you're good.
Fine.
Do you want to take your hat or do you want to leave it?
You're not being
Alright,
coerced
Hey,
into
this
riding.
is like the amusement park. You can't. It's just on you at this point.
Amusement park from like the 60s.
Now that you got your wrist.
The dangerous ones.
Yeah, dude.
Bro.
Oh,
Oh.
no. He's pinned.
Wide open. Wide open.
Oh man. Wow,
This-
he's really getting after it, huh? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yo. He's
Guys.
taking that one lap real seriously. Dude.
Guys, he wanted to drive it so bad. What am I gonna say? No?
So he asked me and I was like, man, it's test drive. Like, I don't know. It's not mine. And then you're like, yeah, bro, hop in.
Dude, I gotta share the stoke.
Dude, it's so fast. It handles so well.
Anyone can get in and just drive it. That's the first machine I've ever built that anyone could drive it. Not that I want anyone to drive it. This is a bad idea right now. He's flying.
All right, so yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that was. Yeah, hey, good job on that, dude. Thanks, dude. Thank you.
You're ripping, bro.
Well,
Dude. It's so fast.
the whole body shifted. There's just a gaping hole right there. Good thing for the two bilge pumps. This thing needs obviously a lot of improvement, but for the first test drive, I mean, come on.
Great success.
Great
Great
success.
success. Dude.
Dude.
And you probably made somebody's year.
Yeah, Houston. Major thank you to everyone watching, because you guys are the reason that this thing exists. So
And if
Thank
you
you.
somehow catch Matt at the boat ramp,
I might let
he
you
might
drive
let
it.
you ride.
Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. If you like that video, you may love this video that YouTube recommends. Click it right over here.